right, so today on Principles Over Passion podcast, actually founded and CEO by a 252 native as well, Darius Bullock. They came from Charlotte just to produce this podcast today of getting to know MJ, which is Henderson's very own. So we'd like to thank Darius Bullock with Principles Over Passion podcast and Jessica Rice Hawkins of Aim High Personal Training for providing this location to do this podcast. So we're gonna absolutely. So we're gonna jump right into it. What was it like growing up, MJ, in Henderson?
What it was like growing up in Henderson? It definitely wasn't easy. Just me and my brothers, my mom and my dad, my granddad. But I feel like it was definitely hard. I really had to find my way when I was younger. I never thought I would pursue basketball as one of my dreams. So really just living life as a kid. Like I said, finding my way, finding out what I love, what I had a passion for. But it's a lot of deep stuff in there. But through it all, it all worked out for the good. Just keeping God first. Never giving up. Looking up to my brothers, my older brother, quietly, looking up to them, and just enjoy life.
Absolutely, man. I'm sure it's definitely I tell growing up, but we here now. So how important is family to you?
Family to me is everything because that's all I had growing up. It wasn't really no friends. I didn't really get along with kids. Stayed to myself. I always was around my brothers, my uncles, and my grandma, everything, everybody like that. So my circle was always small. Never really let anybody in. And like I said, family is everything. At the end of the day, when nobody's around, you can always look for God and family.
Absolutely.
The ones that's gonna be there for you in the end. Those are the ones that's gonna always be when you call. Always have your best interest. So always keep family first, keep God first. Family, pursue whatever you want to do in life.
Absolutely. My next question would be, so with that being said, the growing up, the lifestyle you had coming up, the family, of course, is important to you. What's different now from the old MJ into now? What has changed? What has transpired?
I would definitely say my maturity. My outlook on life. Like I said, just understanding what life is really about, understanding how life works, understanding that mature part of life and what you want, like I said, what you want to do, how to do it, what you need to do it.
Absolutely.
The mindset is the biggest thing for me. Mindset is the biggest thing. When I was younger, I used to watch basketball. I used to watch the highlights and the mixtapes. I never really paid attention to it. Like, oh, this is something I want to do.
Right.
Something I really want to do. So when I went with my dad, that's when I really see myself as what I would see on YouTube. Like, oh my gosh, that was like Cody Sanders, Dwayne Bacon, Trey Young, and all of them when they was in high school. I'm like, wow, that's something I want to do, So then, that's when I started to pursue it. When I was with my pops, I started to pursue it, started training and everything. And I feel like time was moving slow. But as I progressed and I got older, that's when I seen everything unfold. Like, oh, okay, I can really do some of this, So really just understanding that the patience and the maturity, that's definitely what changed with me.
Would you say that process has been Has that been quite a tough journey, learning or experiencing that? Or?
It's definitely been tough. Definitely wasn't easy. Uh, I definitely had more worse days than good days. Definitely, because I mean it's a process. Um, it's hard. It's hard just sticking to something and really trying to get in because you got different things coming at you every day. Whether that's like I said, whether that's family or whether that's people from the outside, whether that's politics. It's a lot of things that just gonna try to bring you down. You just gotta, as you go through it, you gotta learn how to deal with it.
Right, absolutely.
You just gotta learn how to go through it, how to really maneuver through it. So it's definitely not easy.
And you definitely learn how to persevere through it. And with that leading to the next one, I would say, how would you classify that overcoming that adversity with those battles?
Overcoming those adversities. How would I classify overcoming those adversities? Definitely just finding peace within myself. Like I said, I don't really talk to a lot of people. Try to keep myself small. But one thing about me is I'm a good friend dude. Like once you get to know me,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Like we can have legit conversation and everything like that. But definitely just finding peace within myself. Like that's one of the main ways I overcome those adversities. Like music, I find peace within music. Just finding that peace. I like fishing. A lot of people don't know I like fishing. So, just taking the day out to the lake, just going around out there, just let the wind blow, let your thoughts run free, things like that.
Channeling your inner spirit.
Right, definitely. Or it's just being on the basketball court, being in an open gym.
Okay.
Being in the gym, just being there. Like doing moves. I can picture myself in the game. It's just like creating my own music. So
Absolutely. And I see you talk about music a lot. What is your favorite type of music?
favorite type of music. I'm an R&B guy. I like slow music. I like to put that with the basketball. It's just like as I'm going throughout a game or as I'm doing a move, it's just like the beat of it.
Okay.
Like the beat, like the counter move or whatever. But I like everything channeled to that energy.
Absolutely. Every single day. Who would you say is your favorite artist?
My favorite artist. Man, a lot of people ain't gonna feel me on this one, but Brick Fire. A lot of people I don't think a lot of people know who Brick Fire is.
No, because I don't know who Brick Fire is.
Brick Fire. You know who Brick Fire is? Brick Fire is, man. Brick Fire is like that. But I like Summer Walker, SZA, Alicia Keys, Chris Brown, Usher, Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
But let me take it back for y'all young bucks, man. I like Anita Baker.
Oh yeah, definitely take it back.
Yeah, I like Anita Baker. See a lot of Biggie, things like that. I like a lot of music like that too. So
I gotta stop you at the big. So you said big, I gotta go with Tupac.
I like Tupac too, but I feel like, definitely his slow music. I love his slow music, but I look at Tupac as like one of my hype,
That's true.
my inner mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm finna go play, I'll put some Tupac on. That's what the big is, like the cool version.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Laid back.
Yeah, laid back.
Chill type of person.
But definitely Tupac. Man, Tupac was my favorite artist. But I use it for getting that mode when I'm finna go play or something.
Absolutely. With that being said, who would you say is your top 5 artists, whether it be R&B, rap,
Top 5 artists.
gospel, any type of music, you just name your top 5 artists, or just 5 artists you really like listening to.
Five artists I'm not listening to. Brent Fayez, Anita Baker, maybe Young Boy, man, you know, my DZ, Young Boy. Baby, I like Baby. Kevin Gates. Young Thug. Citizen Walker, Lil Uzi.
I can definitely relate. I would say if I had to say my top 5 artists, well, just probably artists would have to be Lil Baby, Jay-Z, Tupac, Gates. Uh, who else?
Lil Wayne in that too.
Yeah, of course, you gotta
Lil
throw
Uzi.
Lil Wayne in there.
Gotta throw Lil Wayne in there.
Definitely gotta throw Lil Wayne in there. So music does help heal a lot of empty places, empty spaces within yourself, and get you to the vast majority of life as well, along with family, of course, religion, those things. I know you said you growing up, you watched basketball and the YouTube. Who was your favorite player watching as you were growing up?
Corey Sanders. Man, like, things he would do was like, wow. You know, like, I was a kid, so it was just like, I would go outside. I had a basketball goal on the street. So I just go out there and, just try to imitate what he would do. Like, now we'll go on AAU trips, things like growing up, I was like, man, like, I'm finna try this move, Corey Sanders.
Right.
And everybody like, ooh, Corey Sanders, like, just watch him. Go out there and do it. Like, wow. So, Corey Sanders, man, that's a dude I look up to, for sure.
Absolutely. Who would you say in today's NBA is your top 5 current NBA players?
Top 5 current NBA players: Bradley Beal, James Harden, Anthony Edwards, Trey Young. Let me see. One more. And Russell Westbrook.
I can dig that.
I can go to one LeBron and KD.
Okay, absolutely. Well, that leads to my next question then. Who's your top 5 of all time?
All time. First, always MJ. Present name. MJ, Scottie Pippen. Let's see. Pig. I like, where's that? Petty. I could throw Dwayne Wade in there too. All the time.
You said Dwayne Wade.
I'd definitely say Dwayne Wade. Yeah, T-Bag. There's a few more I'm missing too, so forgive me. There's a few more. Y'all don't go crazy.
Oh, we ready to go crazy.
And
you left on Kobe.
that's all I'm missing. Throw Kobe in there, man. Throw Kobe in there. My fault. Throw Kobe in there, man. Throw Kobe in there.
Absolutely. Outside of sports, though, do you have any other interests outside of sports? Like any other interests, hobbies, things you like to do? I know you said fishing, of course, but outside of sports, because I know sports can get to be overwhelming sometimes because everybody wants to talk about sports.
Right.
So outside of sports, what are some other interests that you like or desire to even do?
I just like chilling with my closest. Just kicking back, just enjoying the vibe. I just like to go on YouTube and just watch whatever. Just go to YouTube, listen to music, work out, things like that. I don't really do a lot.
Right.
But like I said, that's just with my closest, like going out to eat or whatever, just enjoying the time that I have with, because I'm always busy, so when I do have that time, I really want to,
absolutely. Makes sense. And I know you talk about your close ones and loved ones like they're very dear, which I know they are. So it brings me to what does loyalty mean to you?
Loyalty is everything. I actually got loyalty on my own channel. That's something I daily go by every single day. Like I said, I don't let a lot of people in my circle. A lot of people that grew up with me aren't in my life no more, but a lot of people that grew up with me are still in my life. And that means a lot. I think that's just something spiritual, and that's what loyalty is. The people that's always been there, still here, those are the ones that always gonna be there no matter what. That money ain't nothing between you in a relationship, regardless of circumstances or not. So I always go down there, let my deal with people, deal with relationships. I always look at the characteristics that they have first. Look at how they carry themselves. Look at how genuine they are. I'm also a vibe kind of guy. So
Okay.
I always go off the vibe of the person, like, and we can carry a genuine conversation. That's how I know if you
Love
Yeah,
and
you
energy
real.
is everything.
right, yeah, you real. The energy is right, and definitely you real. So it only goes up from there. That's where that loyalty kicks in, like family and my love.
Absolutely, absolutely. I understand that 100%. Um, and to go back, not only to sports a little bit, but just in life general, whether it's on the court or off the court, define leadership. What does leadership mean to you?
Leadership. I've always been a leader. Like dealing with basketball. Always was the go-to guy. Always is the person that people look for. You know, when things go wrong. I'm the guy that always fixes it. The guy, like just look at all the greats, like they leaders, and that status that they have, the name that they carry, the certain thing about the characteristics that they have. Those are the characteristics that I have. Those are the characteristics that I always try to build upon.
All right.
So yeah, but like, even like off the court, I'm always gonna be a genuine guy. You know, like I go to, and this is why, I see kids, whether they working out or, with their pops or whatever, like, I be like, man, like, I remember when I was just being my pops.
That's true.
So it's just like, I always try to give them, just give them insight, just give them knowledge, cause I was once in their shoes.
All right. Absolutely.
So I know the frustrations that they're going through, so it's just like, whether it's a simple, hey, just keep going, just, you got it, it's, the work will pay off, just give them positive feedback, positive energy, that can really help somebody, that can really change somebody. And then you never know, like, that can really help them, that they can go help somebody else.
All right. Absolutely.
So, just always being a good person, always being that leader, that can really take you far.
Yeah, it can definitely take you far and help you a long ways. We know, especially in the industry, growing up, there's not many outlets for kids. And basketball is definitely probably or sports in general is top priority for a lot of kids. And they're all they have.
That's all they have.
So it may be
I was one of them.
right. So it may be that the kid that coming from this neighborhood or another neighborhood, and like you said, you're giving them already advice. But if you could, because you never know who's listening or who's watching, what's the number one advice you would give to that local kid that's struggling, growing up? This is what they do, trying to chase the same dream as you.
Yeah.
What would you tell them as a young adult, a young child, to do, or what type of advice would you give them?
If you have something that you want to do, if it's in your heart to do it, don't second guess it. Whatever that is, don't do nothing crazy. But whatever's in your heart to do, whatever you like, that dream you want to pursue, do it. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it. Because once you get to that state where everybody knows you,
Right.
that's when everybody comes against you. That's when everybody want to take your spot. That's when everybody turn their back on you. So, whether that's basketball, whether it's music, whether it's whatever dream you have, go out and do it. Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let nobody try to change your mind or bring you down, because you can do it. Like I said, I was one of the kids, and a lot of people was bad upon me. A lot of people didn't want me to be where I am now. So me just staying to myself, like I said, finding that inner peace within myself, and getting that strong mentality. It definitely took me a long way. It definitely kept me going.
Absolutely. Mindset, having that mindset and attitude is everything.
Yeah.
Would you say it's on this journey? Would you say it's more mental or more physical?
It's always gonna be more mental. Always. I done been through multiple injuries. I done been through multiple injuries where my body, doesn't really work the same like it did the first time. So what I really had to do was I had to really work on my mental, get me out there to go work on my body.
Right.
Find a different way to do it, whether that was losing weight, whether that was toning down, whether that was building my cardio. Whatever your mind says to do, that's what your body will do. Whatever goal you have, start with your mind. That's what your body will do. So, really just listening to a lot of greats that have been through the same thing, like Kobe, LeBron, KD, Steph, Michael Jordan. That have been through it all. So, you just going back, looking at what they've been through. I said I can do it too.
Absolutely. You definitely have. You definitely will continue to, because I'm sure as the road gets longer, the travel gets further, you start to meet and interfere, and new challenges start to come about that you have to tend to overcome.
Yeah.
So, and with that being said, even though those challenges are going to come, how will you begin to handle that pressure like you've already done, but even going further, because the fans are going to get louder, the fans are going to get louder. Of course, not everybody going to cheer for you, but that's the part of life. Like you said, you listen to some of the greats, but even with that, there's still pressure and pressure that you're going to have to deal with. So, how would you say handling that pressure will come about?
You just gotta tell yourself you're built for it. You're built for it. When you know you can do something, don't nobody's opinion matter. Don't no outsider's opinion matter. When you know you can do it, when you tell yourself every day like, I'm built for this, like I can really do this. Then when you really look back at everything you've been through, it's like, I know I can do this. Just look at the injuries I overcame. Just look at the negativity, the downfalls I've been through, all the long nights in the gym. Everything that you've been through, like when you go through things, in that time frame, it's hard. Time feels slow. Feel like everything ain't going how it's supposed to. But just take a few, let's just say a few months later, for a few years, man, you look back, you feel like I really overcame that.
Right.
It's crazy, I feel like that was just yesterday. But you be I really can do it. So when you tell yourself you can do something, when you tell yourself anything is possible, reach for the stars.
Yeah, definitely.
Reach for your ceiling. I always tell myself every single day, my ceiling is through the stars. I can do anything. Put God first. Stay true to myself. Don't let nobody influence me to change myself or do anything different than what I would do. Stay to yourself.
Absolutely. And it's ironic that you say a lot of that stuff because even on my phone, one of my favorite quotes is by Jay-Z. Nobody's built like you. You design yourself.
Exactly.
So I mean, it fits into everything you just described.
Exactly. Everybody's shoes is different. Everybody can't walk in your shoes. I wear a size 14, but really size like 22.
I believe it.
I feel you. Everybody can't walk through my shoes. Like I look back, like I talk to myself a lot. So it's just like people that I grew up with or I'm dealing with, I just be like, man, this is like I see them, I'll be like, take it through what I've been through as a kid or whatever. Like they wouldn't even last. Like they wouldn't make it.
That's true.
Like you really gotta be a different animal, a different breed to really have walked in my shoes. And I'm not saying that to be cocky, but that's just, really what I've been through. Like all the adversity, all the mental toughness that I really had to gain, I really had to fight for it. It's different, but everybody's shoes is different. Like I said, when you tell yourself you can do something, it's not being cocky, that's just being confident. Confident in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will.
Of course not. Of course not. You got to be the number one believer in yourself. Always. And it's always good to have a strong support system of other believers. But if you don't believe in it, everything else that other people believe in for you, it won't even matter until you actually see it for yourself and start believing in it for yourself. That's when things start to open up and things start to change. And it's been interesting. And of course, I know some of your family history, or all of them, but it's different. It's been fun. It's been fun watching you grow up. You, your older brother, it's been fun. Although we somewhat similar around the same age, but it's been fun watching you all grow up and the routes you all have taken and the adversity y'all had to overcome. So it be quite interesting. So but with that, even with that, because you're ready to reach another level in your life, but with that level, even for that level, what does being successful mean to you?
Being successful is bringing the people that been on my journey with me, giving back to the little kids my city, from giving back, giving knowledge, giving them motivation, whatever. Just being positive to my community, being positive to my people, to my family, being somebody people can look up to.
Absolutely.
That's what being successful really means to me. Like it don't matter about money. Everybody want money. Everybody wanna be able to buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. Do this, go here, go there. But at some point, when that money's gone, what you got?
Right, absolutely.
You don't want somebody, people around you, or even just somebody, you don't want somebody that's genuine that for you, somebody that really can for you. So I want to be somebody that, no matter what, that people that I deal with, people that's in my circle, people, even like little kids, I just want to be like, yo, just send me a text, like, how did you go about, go out, doing this? How did you pursue this? Like, it don't matter, just text me. Like, yo, I can help you. So just talk to me.
Yeah, that's very true. And I think that's part of being the successful process. Is hopefully for a lot of people is even if you look at other players or even people that's in entertainment or even in business, they try to get back to the kids because a lot of times, like I said, of course we all want money. We need money to survive and live, but it's more so about inspiring that next group or that next person or that next kid to get to that same level that you're obtaining or trying to get to. Because if you're not helping them do that, then what is being successful even about? And that's what I believe is about as well, inspiring those group of young people, that next person, that inner circle, to help further them along so they can reach back and help others as well.
Cause I for sure wish like when I was a kid, like I had somebody that was just like me.
Right.
I could have reached out to like, yo, like, how did you do this? But I did. So now like me actually being able to walk into the shoes of people filling those shoes, like I know what it feels like. So I really don't have no choice but to get back to where I'm from.
That's very true.
I know what it feels like. I know what it is to, be like, man, like I don't know what to do from here. Just having that extra push. I feel like I could have changed a lot. Could have changed a lot for me at a young age. But I'm not complaining. God always helped me.
God always makes a way.
Always makes a way.
And of course, our family God is definitely big. We rely on God a lot because He is the source. He is the source to give us the strength to keep on going every day. But in a couple of days, you actually get ready to leave to go to California to spend your last year of high school. How do you think it would be living in California for the next year?
I'll be living good, man. I'll be living good. I'll be in good hands. This is a business trip. It's gonna be fun, but it's a business trip. Stay focused. Don't let everything, don't let the outside get to you. Always stay grounded. But yeah, just go out there and have fun.
Absolutely.
Go out there and get better in my craft. Keep God first. Keep my family close. Meet the people. And just start my life.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest thing, man. I'm really excited. I really want to, just go ahead and leave. I can't, but yeah, definitely. But
All right.
go out there and have fun. Just be NJ.
Absolutely. And of course, you got to tell the people what city you'll be going to in California.
I'll be in Napa Valley, California, in San Francisco.
Okay. About a day.
About a day earlier, man. The area you're living, man. I'll be blasting Tupac and Rick Fire. That's what I'm going to do. Gotcha.
I'm sure Cali would definitely be a fun place to live and meeting people. I know we both traveled to Cali recently, but the energy is fun. The vibe up there is good.
Energy is different, man. Energy is different. Everybody's their own person. Ain't nobody trying to be like the next man out there. Everybody is trying to find their own way. They stick to it. Ain't no bandwagons. None of that. That's what I like about it. Like, you can really grow out there. Like, you can really build yourself out there. From the parts I've been to, it's not really a lot of hate because everybody really got something going for them.
Right.
Really. And, just being in an environment like that where you can grow, where you can influence yourself, where you can grade yourself and, really come up in an area like, definitely. That was one of the choices I had to make. Like, do I want to stay home or do I want to move to a different area where I can really get my name out, really, get myself going. So that was really a big decision for me. And, always got to do what's best for you. So I decided, just take a year, just go out and get away, really work on myself, work on my craft, and get ready for the long-term journey.
Absolutely.
Definitely another journey coming.
Absolutely. Are you excited for that journey?
I'm very excited, man. Very excited. Like I said, I wish I could just jump to it, but I can't. It's a process.
Yeah, it's definitely a process. Definitely a process for sure. And I'm sure it'd be quite a step up just in the state. The difference from going from VA to now California, totally different. Totally different. So I'm sure you'll definitely enjoy that experience out there. For sure. And then after that it's a new start. It's a new start.
I'll be around soon. Yo, when you put this up?
I guess.
It'll be like in a couple days.
Couple days?
Maybe a day or two. Just depends on
Alright. I'll be announcing my college decision on Tuesday, August 10th. August 10th, I'll be announcing my college decision. I hope it's before August 10th so they can really.
Yeah.
That's why I asked, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I got you.
I'll be announcing my college decision August 10th, man. Y'all tune in. If y'all see it late, don't worry about it. You see it. Go check it out, man.
Are you excited for the college ride itself?
I'm very excited. that's really when the fun starts. Not speaking about, you know, uh, the that don't matter, but really just looking at like just the growing up part, just the freedom part, like that's when you really get that life. That's what life really kicks in. You know, you out there on your own, you like, everything counts.
That's true.
Every decision you make, it counts. So really just holding yourself accountable, you know, things like that, man. I'm really excited for it. And, you know, like I said, that's the next journey, but even the journey after that is gonna set myself up for the next journey.
Absolutely.
You know, so like I said, when that time comes for me to go to that decision, my college decision, you know, just go out there, like I said, continue to get better at my craft, continue to be the best version of Jay Rice, you know, and just go to the next level. I'm always trying to reach new levels.
That's it.
Always.
That's it. We fight for it. It's a different fight now. We've reached those levels.
Yeah.
You fight different battles, whether it be mentally or physically. Whether with people, you're fighting new battles, and there's always a new challenge. But it's for the better, to put you in better positions, to do better things. You know, to help more people or to give back to those communities that you so choose to want to give back to. So you know that's what it's about. I never experienced the college life, but I'm excited for you to be going to college because I know probably quite a few times I'll be taking a trip to wherever.
Bring there with you, man.
I'm sure there's love to come to college life again. But you know, man, it's exciting, man. It's been like I said, it's been exciting this whole process, this whole journey for you. Like we each have our own individual journeys, of course, but you know, to see people that you're close with or this family that you grew up with make it to new levels and higher heights.
It's exciting, man.
It is.
Like really, like yo, you hit that right on the head. Like I always want to see my people do good. Like it brings so much joy to me because it's like yo, like you really doing something. So, you know, like just seeing anybody doing good. Like I've never been the type of person to hear on somebody else's work.
Absolutely.
Because I always had to work for everything that I wanted. So it's just like I know what it is. Like I said, when you go you going through it, it's like but when you really look back at it, like yo, like I really did it. Like that really brings joy. It's just seeing people that you love, seeing people that you're close to, seeing people that really look up to you, like as a kid, like seeing people like that. You're like yo, like yeah, like you got it. Like, keep going.
You're right.
Keep going, man. So,
No.
yeah, definitely.
And then you know that helps a lot of them to keep going. Because like I said, you never know what you may say, or by them watching you, by them seeing you, what you're doing, it's pushing them to go even further. Because sometimes, you know, we watch people, it can be people, of course, up close to us, but it can be those from afar that you watch, that you never even meet.
Yeah.
But you see their journey, whether it be televised or whether it be scripted or not scripted, but you see their journey and it inspires you to keep going forward, keep moving forward. So, you know, it's definitely exciting, of course. You know, you always say you gotta get ready for it.
Be ready, man. Stay ready. You gotta get ready. Stay ready. You gotta get ready.
That's true. Like COVID said, rest at the end, not in the middle.
Man. Rest at the end, not in the middle. Rest at the end.
So you know, it's definitely, man, it's definitely fun. It's definitely fun for sure. It's crazy. Life takes you on a interesting journey, and brings you to certain places that you never thought you would be, or never thought you'd get to see, and then it becomes the norm for you. Becomes the norm for you. So you know, it's definitely exciting, man. It's definitely exciting. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, but crazy in a good way. You gotta keep channeling it in the spirit and the peace to stay grounded. Stay grounded in your decision making, whatever you choose to do, and when people come in and out your life. So you know,
Yeah.
it's I'd like to thank Darius, of course, Principles Over Passion podcast, and definitely thanks Jessica Rice of Aim High Personal Trainer for allowing us to use her building. She's a phenomenal trainer as well. Not only is she a trainer, but she is our relative. Um, of course, she's been doing training for years on top of years, and is only fitting to be inside of a fitness center to do this interview with, of course, one and only MJ, top 5 recruit, state to state traveling, humble, energetic, ball playing, anything you can think of. MJ is, of course, all that, but being able to get some insight on MJ that maybe a lot of people do not know is definitely a great guy, humble guy, and willing to help a lot of people as well. So it's definitely been fun. It's going to continue to be fun.
Definitely, man, Darius. Thank you for having me out here, man. Appreciate you. You and your brand, man. Appreciate you. Jessica, I love you, cuz. Appreciate you for letting me, come to your spot, do this interview. Justin, appreciate you for setting this up for me, man. Man, listen, everybody out there that's listening, keep going. Like I said, when you find something you want to do, pursue it. Don't let nobody tell you you can't, because you can. I'm from Henderson, I grew up in Henderson. Product of Henderson. I know what it's like to go through day-to-day life, just looking for that extra push. Anytime people need me out there, my Instagram is everyday life too. Even on Instagram, send me a text, something that don't matter. Text me, hi, you told me to text. Yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate y'all for having me on here, man.
We appreciate you for being a guest on this podcast, man. So all I can say is get ready. That's all I can say, don't
Stay ready, man.
all right.